What's going on, everybody? Jerry with 3DHP, and in this video I got some really cool models from Wicked over on their Patreon. I've got Turbo Man, and I've got John McClane, Die Hard, Bruce Willis, a couple really cool statues I'm going to resin print. Had them done for a little bit. I've just been slow about getting it done, but I'll show you what I got right after this. Okay, my next step after I printed everything is I put everything in my wash and cure station. I rinse it for 10 to 12 minutes, all the parts. Then I take, with my gloves on, wearing my glasses, I strip off all the supports. Then I put them back in the wash and cure, and I completely rinse them really well for another 5 or 6 minutes. Then I shake them out completely because I haul the parts, get all the excess resin and IPA out of the inside of the part. I dry them. Then I take the parts out in the garage. I turn on my air compressor and I blow the insides of them out with all the different drain holes as best as I can. Dry them out 100% before I ever cure them. Then I go on to curing for 10 to 12 minutes. If the part is too large, I'll use a big UV light that I have. If it won't fit in my UV curing station from Anycubic, I will use a big UV light that I have from, I think, G-Tech. I got it years ago. Or I'll put them out in the sun. Once they're completely cured, then I take My little UV flashlight here with a fiber optic line I bought off AliExpress. And it's kind of hard to see, but I will take this little UV light and I stick it inside the different holes, and I do my best whenever possible, not always, but whenever possible, to cure out the inside. I also have a little UV light here on a little battery pack that I turn on. I'll stick this inside the hole. That's why I make 5mm drain holes, and I cure out the inside of it best that I can, when I can. Once I'm done with that and I'm happy with it, I test fit all the parts. If they look like they're going to fit together fine, I use, what's this stuff called? Miter Appel, it's a CA glue with a spray activator. I get this off Amazon. I used to use a different brand, but it went up in price, and now this is what I use. I'll heavily super glue one side, stick the part together, then I take my spray activator and kind of spray around the edges, and it will cure. And that's how I glue all my models together. So let's move on. We've got them all glued together, and then we'll talk about them here right around. Then I'll jump over here and start talking about it. And here they are all glued together. We've got John McClane, Bruce Willis from Die Hard back in the day. Excellent movie, a great Christmas movie also. And then we got Arnold Schwarzenegger as Turbo Man. And the base of Turbo Man, it was hollowed out 3mm thick, where all the presents, packages, and bows are. I went ahead and printed that solid. It would have been too much trouble to try to put a drain hole in every little object and clean it up and then have to fill all the drain holes. So this section here, as you've seen on the build plate, that was done solid. The rest of the model was hollowed, except for its jetpack. Jetpack on the back, I went ahead and printed that solid also, and I got it glued on. And I used my epoxy and my spray activator and all that. And here's his other head right here. And these have been hauled also. And then I have its visor right here. Now once I get that painted, if I ever paint it, hopefully I will, I can glue the visor on. I'll just paint it gold. And I'll put that on the head right there. But yeah, it came out really cool. So, and then John McClane, these emblems down here I don't have glued on. His Die Hard 881. And then the walkie-talkie on the back, which says Yippee-Ki-Yay on it. That is not glued on yet. And then the figurine itself is all glued together, but he's not glued to the base. So obviously when I go to paint that, I don't want to have that glued to the base. So, and a few days ago I was setting it down on my live stream and it fell over on me. And this is like fake glass here around the side, like from the broken window. A piece of it broke off, so I got to glue that back on. But that's also been hauled 3mm thick. But they came out beautiful. And like I say, Wicked and his team of guys there do amazing work. Beautiful sculpt. Looks just like Bruce Willis before he had all the wrinkles back in the day. Excellent job. And loving the machine gun. So, but yeah, and then one other thing had happened. Let's see, this bulb down here broke off. Now, when I put supports on this, obviously I had them everywhere. It's tipped up on end. And I had quite a bit of trouble getting all the supports off all this garland, I guess you'll call it, like a reef. And there was some more of it that had broke off, and I think it was over here on this side. I don't remember exactly, but there was some more garland there that had broke off, and I didn't save it. So, but it still came out good. But it came out amazing. So here's a quick little clip here from Die Hard and Turbo Man for you. But yeah, please like, subscribe, and share, everybody. And like I say, I got my Bamboo Labs X1 carbon coming soon. And that'll be a lot of fun, doing some really amazing prints on it. And like I say, these were printed on the Uniformation GK2 8K resin printer. My Anycubic printer right now, I have a problem. I've tried numerous versions of Cheetah Box. Every time I slice a file and I put on the Anycubic resin printer, it sees the file name, but there's no picture. There's nothing I can print. I've done everything I could possibly think of. The Anycubic even sent me another control board I put in it, thinking that would solve the problem. And no matter what file I slice and put on it, and I even tried a different USB stick, no idea what's going on with it. But all of a sudden, out of the blue, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, it wasn't reading my files. Like I say, it'll see a file name, but it won't show a picture, so I can't hit print and start. So like I say, these were all done just on the GK2 Uniformation. Anyway, thanks, like, subscribe, check out Wicked's Patreon, guys. Until the next video, have an awesome day. Later.
Yeah, I'm still here. Unless you want to open the front door for me.